Hey everybody, this is Dan from Valar Morghulis. All men must die. Today I'd like to talk with you about a really effective Town Hall 9 war strategy attack known as HGH, which is Healers, Giants, and Hogs. Now, I originally got off of this like a sort of attack early in Town Hall 9 because first thing I did with Town Hall 9 is I got Hogs to 5, and then I was like, hey, I want some farming troops, so I did Giants and Healers. So really all I had to do was max my healing spell, and I was good to go. So I have a lot of experience with this, and I also have a lot of failures within the HGH, and it's not a very popular attack. However, under the right base, it is a highly effective attack, even under a max defense and base with really impressive heroes. This attack can really wreck a base. It's just because of the sustain mechanic to the healers. If you do everything right, it's amazing. It does have some weaknesses, like you should not use this kind of attack under like bunkered air defenses, like air defenses that are like 2 to 3 levels in, between wall segments, or just the pathing's kind of weird. You really want to get on top of an early air defense, and then just let your giants kind of work it down from there. But this attack is really awesome. We used it in this war. It was a small war. There was just 20 on 20, and 4 out of our 20 attacks, so 20% of our attacks were actually HGH 3 stars. And some of my clansmen wanted to know a little bit more about it, so I just decided to open this to all you guys, let you know my own experiences with it. The thing really does have some good strengths. This was me working across. I am Dan 3 stars, and I 3-starred this dude. This guy was on a cleanup attack. There are some really good strengths to this, and there's also some weaknesses. I'd like to kind of discuss them before we hop here and then the replay. And I think the strengths is no wall breakers are required, so you just pretty much get giants down. They're gonna like probably be under rage, and they're just gonna punch down these walls, working from one defense to the next, just wrecking them. How are they going to do this? They're just giants. They don't have a high health pool. They're just going to get beat up and shot down. Well, with these healers, you're going to bring 3 healers, and if you knock down the air defense in the right way, you end up carrying all 3 healers to the base, which is 213 points of health sustain, pretty much until the healers die. And healers have 1100 hit points, and they don't trigger air mines since that one patch. So they're really effective. It's kind of like the AQ walk. That's a strategy for another day. Really effective sustain. Even if one healer goes down, you still got 142 points worth of sustain on just a mob of giants. And if you bring enough of them, like 12 to 14, potentially 15 giants, they're just going to wreck a wall because they're all going to be stacked on top of each other. They're going to beat down that wall. They're going to beat down the defense in like 2 punches, and they move to the next. Really effective troop mechanic. You just really got to watch them. And the way how we're going to make them work is by using hogs. In giants, the reason why giants with the healer mechanic are going to be so effective is all the AoE damage. So like 2 types of the big defenses in the game, like mortars, wizard towers, are like damage amplifiers. Well, you pretty much negate those. Giant bombs, they don't care. They just roll right across it. Really strong to any kind of AoE. So really it's only point defenses, and there's just not enough point defenses clustered in the same spot. You might run into like a quad Tesla kind of mechanic that might be able to work down your giants, but they have close to 1,000 hit points. Or if you're bringing the big boys, and you should bring the big boys in your clan castle, the max giants with 1,100 hit points, it's just so hard to work down. Another good strength here is that heroes stay alive. When this attack was popular in the earlier part of the year, I think China started it, and then a couple other popular YouTube guys started featuring it, but they only featured it with like level 25 heroes or level 20 heroes. I'm telling you, you can get away with this attack with like level 10 heroes, level 5 heroes. It's just the mechanics of the attack are effective. It's not even really about heroes. But a really great advantage to the attack is your heroes like to stay alive under this attack because they just got a mob of giants that stay in the lead and just pound down defenses. Now your barbarian king's kind of sketchy. He'll probably run ahead and get himself killed because he'll be like, "Oh my God, skeleton traps!" and he runs off and gets himself shot. So he's kind of sketchy. But your archer queen is pretty well protected. It shouldn't be like, "Oh, a golem shattered. Let's retarget the archer queen." Nuke archer queen. Another thing is sometimes the healers, if the giants hit enough spring traps or whatever, the healers will just switch over your Archer Queen if she takes like 1 point of damage. Then your Archer Queen stays alive, and she's really effective because with her range, not so many things are going to be attacking her at a given time, and she's really awesome for cleanup. There are some weaknesses to this attack. Springs on giants, really nasty, really cuts into their offensive potential. And if that's, if you have like 6 or 7 giants go flipping at the start of the attack, they're going to have a really hard time punching down a wall. Have a really hard time. Healer AI is also pretty crappy, and that's usually why a lot of people want to stay away from this attack. If you're not a big fan of healers, this is not the right attack for you. But you have to understand how healers work. If healers, they like to respond to clusters of units, and under this attack, this one's going to be a cleanup. I'm actually going to put down not 1 but 2 archers in order to entertain the Lava Hound CC troop, because they like groups of units. But what they like most of all is heroes. So as soon as your Barbarian King or your Archer Queen take 1 point of damage, they like to switch to them. And if they switch to them, well, then your giants don't get healed, and your giants just get wrecked. I do have a replay here where they do a switch. What I recommend is that you can put down your Archer Queen as long as she's not going to get hit by anything, but put down your Barbarian King a little bit late. It's just way more effective. That's what you want to deal with. Just because you don't want the healers to switch over to them. You can still use the Barbarian King. You got to put him down after the giants are already kind of making their path. And sorry, I didn't move. Yeah, we keep our Warlock green. We don't want them to switch. So let the giants kind of move off, then put down your Barbarian King. Under this attack, I didn't even have my Archer Queen, but it was a cleanup attack, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I pretty much did the same thing I would do under the first attack. Under certain CC troop compositions, this is not a very good attack strategy, because if like 7 wizards unload, they do what we call spike damage. Even with poison down, they're going to get at least 1 good burst off. And that 1 good burst is going to do way more damage than what their max health is. The healers will not be able to take care of him. A whole bunch of loons unload. Well, guess what? They do 600 damage a bomb drop and 200 some change on a death drop. They're going to pretty much spike down burst damage the giants, and they're just going to blow up. And then you won't have any more giants, and then your attack is screwed. It's not going to work. And another thing that's not going to work is air defenses that are hard to get to. You want it to be like the first, second, or third defense on a map. Otherwise, the attack doesn't work, because your giants are just going to take a while to get through the couple walls. And meanwhile, the air defenses are just rapidly working down your healers. Then you lose all sustain, and that's really the advantage of this attack. Otherwise, you should just bring golems and approach your base in a different way. But HGH, under the right circumstance, is good. Now I pretty much check out this base. We have a base that's completely masked except for the air defense and these air sweepers, but all the ground targeting defenses are just really nasty. Level 15 Archer Queen, level 10 Barbarian King is just gonna be whooping on my hogs. I got skeleton traps down south. It's all nasty. Now this guy here has a Lava Hound in his clan castle. I don't ever recommend these. If I had the Archer Queen with me, I just wouldn't even have lured, because all little pups targeting a bunch of giants or healers, not even a big deal. The Archer Queen's just gonna like rapidly work them down. I brought a ton of wizards to compensate. I think 12, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be super chill. Normally, the one thing I modified about this attack, since it was a cleanup, is I noticed that skeleton trap on the bottom right was a little bit too much close to that corner. So I knew that if I dropped my second set of giants in a certain way, they would actually pick up the skeletons, and then I don't have to worry about those beating on my hogs as they run the course. They're going to run in C-shaped fashion, which is the most essential, the most effective way for them to run, because they're all going to be in heals. And let's check out the replay. Here I just do a hog, simple lure. I will be coming in from the bottom right. Clan Castle troop comes out, put a healer, Clan Castle is finished. Moving on. All right, man. Now the Giants are going down. I put them in sets of 2 here, but they're all going to group back up. There's no healers yet, but that's fine. I put a rage down just so they can get through that wall, and they're going to beat through the air defense wall first because that was actually the closest point off of that last archer tower. The healers go in as soon as the air defense was engaged, and the barbarian ultimate ability is going to take care of that archer queen. And then all hogs but 3 go down. That's just so that I can save 3 for the cannon on the top left. Kind of planned for that so that way I could keep them on course, but I end up screwing it up and doing it late. But that's fine, man. It's HGH. You don't even need big old heroes. You don't even need both heroes. You roll a base without even thinking about it. I used the poison there to eliminate the skeletons. A couple wizards just blowing everything up. The barbarian king's still alive. He's got 2 healers on him. He's just chilling. Whole bunch of giants still alive. I put a heal down there, just top everybody off. Everybody's going to go max health, and I make a quick decision here just to go ahead and throw the last heal down just because I was sitting here looking at this and I was like, 4-point defenses, they can rapidly work down a group of hogs. I didn't want that to happen considering I'm losing them right and left here to springs. So they encountered the last couple of defenses here, even eating a giant bomb and a purple wizard tower, and this base is wrecked. See the lava hound still just chilling up there. Healers, man, healers. Sustain is the word. 3-star. Then we have Banana. She's awesome. She has low-level heroes because people believe this attack only works with high-level heroes. She went all the way up from 16 to 7. Attacked this base. We already threw a couple attacks at it. I threw my first attack at it, and I messed up deployment on my giants, and they didn't go to the air defense the first thing. And well, then the attack was screwed because then the air defense, which is maxed out, and just worked down my healers. And she actually has a little issue here where the barbarian king goes down, and the healers end up switching over, and then the giants are off to go get wrecked on their own. This sometimes happens. No big deal. She ends up compensating for it. She just throws down a heal spell, top the giants as soon as they hit the giant bomb. That's fine. Look at that. They're tanking an X-bow. Healers are topping the wizards to deal with the skeletons, and two Teslas and an X-bow, or actually 1 Tesla, 1 X-bow. The Archer Queen went down late. I'm not sure why. Maybe she just made an error there, but maybe she was supposed to engage the core. The Archer Queen never works for you. She just roamed off to the right. Everything suffered a huge amount of attrition down south. Barbarian King's just whooping on hogs. I really hate that AI. But it doesn't really matter because if the Archer Queen and all these wizards are still alive, cleanup's no big deal. And the Archer Queen still had her ability. She was gonna wreck that Barbarian King. So I don't know, maybe Banana was like way ahead of the game and just thinking about that. I don't know. But she got a 6-star war here. We had a couple people get 6-star wars here. Here's another HGH from Penny. This one worked out really well. Here we go. We got external air defenses. That tells me this guy needs an HGH in his face. Even with these air sweepers, no big deal, because what we're going to do is we're just going to rage these suckers on in. They're going to pull the clan cast. The clan cast is a stupid lava hound. The lava hound kills like 1 wizard. I don't understand why people like lava hounds. Oh no, it popped. We got hogs down south. They're going to go ahead and pick up those, do cuts. I think she was trying to work both flanks with them. The hogs down south fizzle out, but they still do significant amount of damage on those air defenses. And now the air defenses are dead. Healers are still up. Giants are still up. This base is done because we got wizards cleaning up the outside. We still got the Barbarian King up. Unfortunately, the Arch Queen's down, but you know how these HGHs work. Healers love topping heroes. So with them up, like, this cleanup's no big deal. Still got a whole bunch of hogs, still got a whole bunch of giants, wizards all over the place. This one's done. 3 stars. Don't put your bombs like that, folks. And then I think Banana had 1 more. We had someone here with 6-star war. Methanon 6-star war, and then Banana went across, and this guy, we threw a couple attacks at him from some of our younger guys. That double set of bombs, that actually caused a lot of problems. He would have been for 3-star on the very first attack. She does a split HGH here. Look at this. Look at this sustain, man. We got giants flipping all over the place. No big deal. That raged healer is sustaining those giants under all that power, under that dragon, under those balloons. No big deal. And even though the healers on the top side died, this base is wrecked. Now this is Town 8.5. Yeah, he did have maxed out Teslas, but it's no big deal. She brought the power. Low level heroes, both heroes still alive. Tons of death and destruction. 3 stars. All right, I hope you liked the video. It was HGH. If you have any questions about it, make a comment or just check us out, man. Valar Morghulis, Clash Clans. Have a good day.